This spring, the welcoming red neon sign is dimmed. The seats inside Symphony Hall, sadly, are empty. And now is the time we could all use the camaraderie and joy of an evening at Pops. This was supposed to be a season of celebration. Keith Lockhart's 25th anniversary as the conductor of the Boston Pops.
Keith Lockhart's first day on the job, February 6, 1995. A whirlwind day that began with an introduction to the press by his illustrious predecessor, John Williams.
An outstanding young gentleman who's going to carry the spiritual essence brilliantly, I know.
The idea of assuming the mantle of responsibility is a little bit, well, it tends to stop me dead in my tracks.
Not for long, Lockhart jumped on stage to rehearse for a live broadcast that night where the baton was officially passed.
What was that day like when you were handed the baton?
To go from being the associate conductor of the Cincinnati Symphony and a kid from Poughkeepsie, New York, and 35 years old, to having reporters chasing after you and all that was freaky. What I remember most about that period of time were the musical experiences, because at least when I stepped onto the podium, I knew where I was. Looking back on it, I wish I had had a little more ability to relish what was going on at the beginning. It was about the 4th of July the first year that I think I actually breathed for the first time.
What a great party!
Today, the sound of silence is unsettling in this historic hall.
I've started all of my recent interviews with, how you doing?
I'm fine. The family is fine. We're safe. It's a very unnatural situation. I mean, it's unnatural for everybody, but particularly so for people whose entire life involves bringing people together in community and joining with them to produce something.
Pops is a rite of spring, just like baseball. But unlike the Sox, the Pops play at home 5 nights a week for 6 weeks straight. Though the stage is empty now, the Pops is far from silent.
I know there's a virtual performance, a salute to heroes. Tell me about that a little bit and how difficult is it to do that?
Ben Wright, a member of our trumpet section, suggested it rather early on, before we were all thinking that these things were the only way we were going to be able to communicate. And the idea was to use John Williams' fanfare Summon the Heroes, which was written for the 1996 Atlanta Summer Games, to pay tribute to a different kind of heroes. The orchestra jumped on it with a lot of enthusiasm. I believe we had 85 individual videos sent in. That piece was all performed live by members of the Boston Symphony and the Boston Pops. I cried when I saw it.
Yeah.
When I saw the rough cut. It makes you hope that that's not the only way that we can do music together in the future.
The Boston Pops is part of the fabric of the city and has been for 135 years. They reach beyond the stage of Symphony Hall to Fenway, Children's Hospital, fundraisers. And what would the holidays be without the Pops? This is a bittersweet time for Boston Symphony President and CEO Mark Volpe, who is getting ready to retire.
This was going to be your last season, and then this happens.
It's not the way, you plan it, but ultimately there are people suffering, there are people sick, God forbid, there are still people dying. So you have to keep that perspective. I'm in the process of working with the musicians, working with the unions and everyone to basically morph into a media company, because the only way we can disseminate content is to share it electronically.
And that's an important role that the arts play, performing arts in particular, at a time like this, right? It helps us make a little sense, it helps inspire us a little bit.
We provide solace, we provide joy, we provide alternative to watching the news. They have to watch the news, you have to know what's going on, but oh my gosh, you gotta balance that with something that's life-affirming. Pops is basically America's orchestra, and it plays America's music. And we're so fortunate to have Keith for 25 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blindfolds, please.
Lockhart likes to shake things up. Zydeco on the 4th of July. Appearing on Letterman with My Morning Jacket. Dancing in the aisles. Inviting the audience to pick favorite tunes. And recently, sensory-friendly concerts for people with special needs.
You've done so many innovative programs. I'm thinking about the 125th anniversary program, The Dream Lives On, the Portrait of the Kennedy Brothers. How important are those sort of special creative moments for you and for the orchestra?
I think the Boston Pops has always been an innovator and a standard bearer.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
It's important to remember that, and those projects are opportunities to do something that no one else has done before.